It's nasty, nasty twist. Butler's done. Hey, as you guys are coming in, hit them likes. Make sure I go over to YouTube. Hit them likes over there and all that good stuff. Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and get it quick out the way. I take nothing away from the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? They D'ing up and everything else, but bro, if there's one flaw with Tyler Hero is he just like he's almost a liability on defense, and on top of that, bro, he has to quit with these turnovers. Like, what are you doing? Like, you are not Westbrook. Like he wants to grab the rebound and just take off. Like, you are not Westbrook, bro. Like, relax, play your role. Like, you are good at what you do, man. Like, stop trying to do too much. Anyway, man. But other than that, man, the only thing I see is they got cold, man. Because good one in that first quarter, they was like in that first half of the first quarter, they was hitting everything, and they just got cold. So and then they just started, they just went away with everything they went. Did they not go cold? Did Duncan Robinson was he not missing wide open three?
So let me talk wide open three. So let's talk basketball real quick. So I made a statement saying that they should go big. They got exposed. Oh my God, did the Heat exposed that big lineup so fast, so quick?
I told you. That's what I'm saying. I told you.
Frank Vogel you didn't just say that. But anyway, so my whole point is they had to snatch Dwight Howard out. They left AD at the 5. They put Marquise Morris at the 4, LeBron at the 3. And I love the starting lineup with KCP and Danny Green. I love that. That's where they got their big run at, because when they would do, and I told you that, I said I was scared about that. I said when they do that dribble handoff with Bam, I said, and AD and Dwight have to switch with the guards. I was like, I don't know how that's going to go. And for the first 10 or 12 points, they just killed Dwight in that ball screen, that dribble handoff. So they took him out, and then they went big. They went kind of big with AD at the 5, but LeBron at the 4, or Marquise Morris at the 4. That's going to be the lineup going forward. There's nothing like, yeah, they're going to make their shots. They're going to hit or miss shots. But at the end of the day, that lineup is deadly. That lineup. Then you got Danny Green. Danny Green hitting shots. You got KCP.
He hit 2?
Man, he hit 3 shots. And he made the layup. And he made the runner on Bam.
Excuse me for NBA player.
And he's playing D. And he's playing D like I said he would. KCP, Alex Caruso making threes, Kyle Kuzma it's literally the bench that's doing it for them right now until LeBron and AD got their stuff up and running in the game. Let's go to these comments real quick. Jaquez says, Lakers in 4, you know what that means? A sweep! All right, got Falca. Great adjustments in the second quarter. The Laker D is kicking. Perfect call, Falca. It was a great adjustment by
Wait.
Frank.
So are you telling me? No, I mean the Lakers defense is what's the name? But can I say? Did you not see that the Heat started getting cold? Did you not?
It doesn't matter about it's a make or miss league, sir. That you can't.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like they were missing wide open like shots. That don't matter.
You can't make everything. You can't make everything. You can't. Okay. Because if the Lakers are missing shots, I'll be like, the Lakers are missing shots. Like, that's part of basketball. You ain't gonna make everything. Like, come on, man. Like,
all right. All right. So now it doesn't matter if the team makes the shots or not.
That's basketball. They're either gonna make it or miss it. Nobody makes all their shots and nobody misses all their shots.
They came out firing. And then they just got cold. Like they were missing literally wide open. Like the defense, at that point, the defense still wasn't ready because they were still shooting wide open shots and they were missing.
You can be wide open and miss shots. You didn't know that? You can be wide open and miss shots. You didn't know that?
I'm just saying, but if you, because they were already up, 8-10 points, and they would have pushed it to 13, 16 easy. But it didn't happen because they started to miss everything.
That's basketball. You even said it's a game of spurts. That's what basketball is. Who's to say they come out in the third quarter and don't get hot again? Like that's basketball. Like
and again.
But I'm saying what's killing the Heat is the mere fact that the Lakers bench is being more productive in this game than normally, because usually it's LeBron and AD carrying them for most of the quarter, and then they'll do little spurts here and there, but it's the complete opposite. The bench is carrying AD and LeBron, and they're picking up steam as they go. So let me see. Jaquez says, I need more from Danny Green. We all need more, but he's doing what he can do. Kendrick Moore, what's up, sorry, Moore? I'm not getting fat, man. This is a dad bod over here. I don't know what you're talking about. Faga says the Heat are young. They're not used to the pressure of the finals. Once a team with LeBron and AD start feeling demoralized. I like that. But I don't think demoralized. You got to pick and choose who you're talking about. It's going to be demoralized. Like young players, maybe. But
what I do like, though, is like when they first came out and they were switching everything, like they're not really losing a lot between Bam, Crowder, and Butler. Iggy. Like when they switch on those picks, like, huh?
And Iggy too.
Yeah, and then when Iggy come in the game, like they don't really lose a lot. So those picks, so those switches like are not really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? At least in the first quarter, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Then it started kind of falling by the wayside. But yeah, man, the two things that I see is I mean, even though you say it's not a big deal, but you know what I'm saying, they couldn't buy a basket in that late first round. Tyler Hero got to cut down on those damn turnovers. Like, bro, stop being more than what you are. Like, you're great at what you do, even as a rookie. Like, leave it at that, bro. And damn, what was the next thing? Public service announcement. If you guys got kids, I know there's probably not a lot of kids watching this right now, but if there's kids out there that might be watching this later on, whatever, never say never. Bro, Ben Simmons, get your ass in the gym, because if Rondo can find a shot, anybody can find a shot. Jeez, when did this dude get a freaking jump shot? Like, he hit 2 or 3?
He hit two.
Come on, man. Rondo out there shooting like he been doing this. So
hey, you didn't know? You ain't know? Don't leave me open. Don't leave me open.
And I was gonna say the last thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing that teams are not accounting for that. Like, they're not accounting for Rondo out there hitting threes. Like, they're going to account for his defense. They're going to account for, being able to get in the paint and assist. But they're not accounting for Rondo hitting threes, man. So that's another big deal.
But once again, exactly that goes to the bench scoring. Let me go to Gouda and Swiss. Gouda and Swiss says Lakers just stay on defense like they've been doing since the first half, and we good. That is absolutely correct. Now, going back to this, if they make shots, no matter how good the defense is, if you make shots, you see what I'm saying? That's just basketball. You feel what I'm saying? Like with Murray. When Murray got hot, I don't care how close you are. You're going to make it. If you cold, you just cold. You know what I'm saying? That's just basketball. Kentrell says 1-3. He 1-3 from he's 1-3 from 3. Rondo's 1 for 3.
No, he hit at least 2. I see.
He said from 3. He said from 3, maybe from a 2-pointer or maybe a floater or something.
From 3.
Oh, okay.
He hit at least 2 from 3.
Gamma Cards said halftime line is Heat -3. And it's way, and I think I got them losing by 15. I think I said 15, right? I think that's what I said. I think that's what I said. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
But it's a game of runs. It's a game of runs.
It is a game of runs. It is a game of runs. But what I'm telling you, what I'm loving about the rotation. See, the one aspect of the game that I can't hang my hat on is if the bench players keep playing like they are. I can't hang my hat on that because they're going to come, go. They might show up, they might not. But what I can hang my hat on is Kuzma, Rondo, Danny Green getting in the paint, finding AD at the last minute, and him doing a tip slam or him getting the easy dunk. I can hang my hat on that because it doesn't take much to take your man off a dribble handoff and hit the hole. They collapse because that's what they're doing. They're going to collapse on you. You give it off. That's easy money. Same thing with LeBron. He collapsed. They collapse on him. He kicks it out. Now, if they make it, they make it. But if you're giving it to AD, that's a smooth lick. So that's what I can count on. Now, what I think Frank might do, he might put JaVale McGee in the spell AD. I hope he doesn't. But I think he might just for a little bit because of his length. But you can't put Dwight back in this. Nah, you can't. Nah, Dwight. Bam want to expose him.
Well, to your point, AD and Kuzma. I mean, not AD, but Kuzma and Rondo. Those guys getting in the paint and finding AD. I can see that. Danny Green, nah. He get lucky once in the blue, but that boy put the ball on the floor. It's a wrap. Mostly.
Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, and like I said, I told you about Bam. I told you Bam was going to neutralize Dwight. Like I said, because just from that energy that he brings as well, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dwight is big, but like I said, when you got somebody who's going to do the same thing and is a little bit more agile than you, and he could come on the other side of the floor and not necessarily have to go all the way into the paint. He can shoot a little 10-footer here and there. That's going to put pressure on him.
Gouda Swiss says Hero can ball. We know he can ball, but what he's saying is that he has to stay in his lane, which is, I mean, he's not the primary ball handler, so don't be the primary ball handler. That's pretty much what he's saying.
At this point in his career, anyway, he's a rookie. Yeah. He might go into it.
He's a scorer. He's a bona fide scorer, but don't put yourself in an area where you're not comfortable at, because you're talking about going against like dogs at the point guard position. So you're talking about Caruso, Rondo, LeBron. That's who you're dribbling up against, and they, don't get yourself exposed, because you keep getting plucked. Your confidence just dwindles. So
and last series and this series, like that's what's been happening. He's beginning.
Yeah.
And what like the one, if they strip him, they rip him, whatever. Like as he coming up, that's one thing. But what gets me when he does it is you grab a rebound and the first thing you do is put it down, try to hit up the floor. You literally got 4 Lakers around you, and you grab a rebound around the free throw line and you just try to push. And it's like, why? Like, hold it. Like, bro, relax. Because that's something to the likes of Westbrook could do that because he's fast and he could get in into the creases and he could go maybe hit that layup. But, bro, like, Tyler Hero, like, that's not you right now. Maybe later on, but that's not you right now, man. But
you got to understand how the Heat are made. They don't want the Lakers to set up. That, I mean, if I'm a Heat, I don't want you to set up, because once you get established and you get that communication rocket, now you can rotate, you can get back. But if you're in scramble mode the whole time I'm coming up the floor, that's the best opportunity for me to score, because nobody knows if they're going to step up, things like that. Now, I agree with you that Hero might need to give that off to a Jimmy Butler, to a Dragic, and let Hero get down the floor and get set up. I do agree with you on that. But if I'm Eric Spoelstra, no, we're not holding the ball, because if we don't get up and we're fast enough and agile enough to get up and down with the Lakers, do you want that battle with them? No, because LeBron is just as good as in fast breaks, but you got to get points easy. You don't want to get in a half court match with LeBron, because he's going to dictate the pace, the play, everything like that. So you just got to be.
I get that, but like you said, certain players should be able to should push that. Like I said, if you get the rebound and you got open court in front of you, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you rebound around 4 Lakers, bro, relax. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather take my chances against a setup Laker defense than turning the ball over in their half. And then now we're on scramble mode because we just turned the ball over after we just got the rebound and we're already on their side of the court.
Facts. You know you're right. Real quick, guys, whoever coming in here. I love this. Real quick, Gouda says Dragic got to step up. I give the Heat 1 game. Dragic looked that first quarter. He looked out of place. That's a good point, Gouda. I didn't even peep that. I like what Falca says. Who do you think will get the Finals MVP? Because the Lakers gonna win. LeBron averages 20. LeBron averages a triple-double, or AD with 32, 7, and 3. Now, this is my key, right, Falca? What impacted the game more, the points or the box score? I always go with the box score, and I think my man Fat Cat can agree with me, because we're not a big fan of Westbrook, but we like how Westbrook impacts the game other than just points, because LeBron will give you 20 points, but the 10 assists, if they're all threes, that's 30 points. You see what I'm saying? You've affected the game in multiple ways than just points. So it's the same thing with the Joker. Joker can go for 25, but if he has 12 assists, you're talking that's like 24 points that he's added to the scoreboard that he accounted for. So I'm always a component of a triple dub, because the complete player. Now, most times in the finals, when it was Shaq was averaging 35 and 10. That's why I can't give it to AD. Because if you're 7 foot and you can't average a double-double, I can't rock with you, bro. I can't give you Finals MVP if you got 32 and 3 rebounds. Like, what? I can't give it to you. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Can't do it. Gouda and Swiss says, I want AD to win MVP. Nah, Gouda. Can't give you that one. Can't give you that one, homie. Falcon, yeah, that's facts. So, but real quick before the game gets back on, I got a banner for you. Second half thoughts. What do you want to see in the second half?
I don't know, man. But Butler just went down at the end of the first half, so I don't know how that's going to impact things. I mean, he had a decent game already. He had like 18 or something like that. So I mean, he had a decent first half. So him going down, I think that's going to affect the Heat a lot. But I see them making a push, but I don't think it's going to be enough for this first game. I think they'll bring it back close again to within like 4-6 points. But then after that, the Lakers were just going to push again. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen in the second half. They're just going to have to regroup for the second game.
Hey, man, I really appreciate y'all coming out. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Turning Table says, let's be honest. If Miami doesn't shoot lights out from deep, they got no chance in this series. If you saw the first half, it was a clear mismatch of talent. That is my point. Basketball is a game of making it's a make or miss league. So if you're not hot, you're cold, and that's your game, there's not much you can do with it. They losing by 15 easily. Turning tables. I said that in the pregame, homie. Appreciate you. Jimmy gonna need some help. Jimmy went down. What the fuck? Jimmy went down. Yeah, he turned his ankle. All right, second half is coming up, fellas. You guys stay tuned with us.
Hey, but real quick though, let me make this point. Like, bro, there's a lot of teams that live and die off of that three. Chuck has been saying this forever. Like, he don't like that. Shaq don't like that. But there's been this been going on since 2008, 2009. The Orlando Magic lived off of that. They went to the finals a couple times off of making 3-point shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, if they got shooters around them, it can't work. But like you said, they have to hit them. If they don't hit them,
it's a wrap. Now, what I will say is I don't like how Frank Vogel came out in the second half with both the bigs back on. You saw how they exposed it the first half. I don't understand why you went back to it. But hey guys, everybody on here, we appreciate the love. We had a lot more fan interaction. We will be back post game. All your comments, everything, just bring it all to the table. We're gonna be here, all right? Appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Butler back in though.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Can I get one, LeBron? Can I get one? Can I get one? Come on, man. The greatness. Shot that thing from Africa.
You heard me, man. Stop. All right,
y'all.
Okay, man. We got it.
All right, peace.